G'day guys, we've got another vector question here for you today, where we're asked to use a method involving scalar products to find A and B if the acute angle between the vectors 101 and AB0 is 60 degrees. Now, when they talk about the method involving scalar products, they're talking about the formula cosine of an angle is equal to the dot product of two vectors divided by the magnitude of each vector. Okay, so in this case, what we're going to do to start with is work out what the dot product of, we'll call 101 vector u and AB0 vector v. So we're going to say that u dot v is equal to 101 dot AB0. Now this is going to be 1 times A plus 0 times B plus 1 times 0, which is equal to A. Fantastic. Now, I'm also going to work out the magnitude of both of these vectors. Now, one of the tricks to this particular question is I'm going to let the vector A, B, naught be a unit vector. Now, the reason I'm making it a unit vector is because what it'll do is it'll introduce another equation which I can then simultaneously use to solve both A and B. So, what I'm going to do first is work out what the magnitude of u is. So it's going to be the square root of 1 squared plus 0 squared plus 1 squared, or the square root of 2. Now, for the magnitude of v, we're going to let v be a unit vector. So its magnitude is going to be 1. So I'll just write that down. Fantastic. So we also can recognize, guys, that if the angle between the two vectors is 60 degrees, on the left-hand side of our equality involving the scalar products formula, the cosine of 60 degrees is equal to 1 over 2. Okay, so what am I going to do from here? Well, I'm going to essentially write down all the values that we know into this formula. So we're going to have the cosine of theta, which is 1 over 2, is equal to u dot v, which is A, divided by the magnitude of u times the magnitude of v, which is square root 2 times 1. So from this, we can say that A is going to be equal to square root 2 over 2. Fantastic. So from our assumption that v is going to be a unit vector, what we can do is we can set up the magnitude equation of v to try and create an equation that features both a and b in it. So if the magnitude of v is equal to 1, we can also say that 1 is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared plus 0 squared, which is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. So I am going to square both sides, and as a result, we are still going to have 1 is equal to a squared plus b squared. So from here, I'm going to substitute in my known value of a. So 1 is going to be equal to root 2 on 2 squared plus b squared. Now, root 2 on 2 squared is 2 over 4, which is 1 over 2. So I can then say that 1 is equal to 1 over 2 plus b squared, and b squared will be equal to 1 over 2, making b equal plus or minus the square root of 1 over 2. So we can say that b is equal to plus or minus also root 2 over 2. So there are our two solutions, guys, A and B. Now, You might wonder, guys, why I could make the vector v a unit vector. Well, what we'll do is I'll just explain it sort of intuitively down here. To start with, we were given a vector u, which was equal to 1, 0, 1. Now, we're also given a unknown vector v, which was equal to a, b, 0. Now, we're told that this is 60 degrees. So when you think about it, it doesn't really matter if v is that long or v is that long. It still holds true that the two vectors are 60 degrees apart. So in a sense, the magnitude of v is arbitrary. So when something is arbitrary like this, taking the unit vector just makes our lives easier. It introduces one new piece of information without, I guess, making the problem any more complicated. So I hope the video helped, guys. If it did, throw a thumbs up. And if you're having trouble with any of your vector questions or any other questions in mathematics for that matter, please leave them in the comment section below. I'm always looking for new topics or ideas for which I can make some videos. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon.